Mr. Harrington, welcome aboard the Aria. Everything tonight is yours. Oh my God, Chloe, your opening clip just hit 40,000. The comments are all asking about your dress. Let them guess. Hunger is the best marketing.
That frequency's off. Left side thruster bearing temp is climbing.
How bad?
They're dancing on a time bomb.
Below dead crew don't belong on this level. God, that grease smell. VIPs are gonna think the ship's leaking fuel. Did you hear me? This deck is not your place. Let's go. Mr. Harrington's waiting.
Left side thruster bearing temp has been climbing since this afternoon. Top of the yellow zone. We need to cut to under 12 knots and shut down for inspection. Miss Ashford says we're on a tight schedule. VIP charter, itinerary's locked. Stick to your job. If that bearing overheats, the thruster seizes. Then it's not about slowing down, it's about losing all propulsion. Mercer, you've been here 3 months and you flag something at least once a week. Last time you said the coolant line had microfractures, we tore it apart, nothing. Know how much that shutdown cost? Last time I was right. Microfractions on the inner wall. Your equipment wasn't precise enough. Noted. Get back to work.
Change of plans. Mr. Harrington wants Azure Cove at sunrise. Reroute, take the southeast shortcut.
The southeast shortcut cuts through the Sandoval Shallows. That area hasn't been fully charted. It's not on the
I didn't ask. Harrington is Meridian's biggest client. He's happy, the board's happy, your chair stays warm.
Route adjusted. ETA Azure Cove 0630.
What'd Harris say?
I'd get more out of talking to the pipes.
I just heard from upper deck. Miss Ashfield's rerouting us. Southeast shortcut through the Sandoval Shallows.
The Sandoval Shallows?
You're cool. I trust it. No matter what Harris or any of them say. Where are you going?
The bridge.
You again? What the hell is security for?
Your new route to the Sandoval Shallows. Unmarked reef clusters, 6 meters at the shallowest. And the left side thruster bearing is about to seize. If we lose power in that zone, this ship's an iron coffin.
I'm the acting captain. I decide the route. Your job is to turn wrenchels below deck, not come up here and question my professional judgment.
Your professional judgment is going to get everyone on this ship killed.
Chloe, look at him. A grease monkey from below deck telling the captain how to sail? That's the funniest thing I've heard all year. You're a mechanic. Your world is below deck, between the grease and the pipes. What happens on the bridge is above your pay grade. Call security.
There's reef out there. You don't change course tonight, it's not just the passengers who die. You're on this ship too.
Same as you expected?
Exactly the same. Remember one thing. If the vibration frequency keeps climbing, cut the fuel line to the left side thruster. Manual valve behind junction 3, 3.5 turns counterclockwise.
Why are you telling me this?
They won't listen to me. When the time comes, you're the only one who can do it. Remember, 3.5 turns. What the hell?
Ethan! Do something! We're sinking! Ethan, you're the captain. Tell me we're not sinking. Tell me.
Acting captain. Where are you headed, sir?
I'm checking the lifeboats, making sure the VIP route is clear.
Where's the captain? Where the hell is the captain?
The bridge is empty. Ethan's gone. Ran off wearing a life vest. A deckhand saw him heading for the VIP lifeboat deck. Nobody's in command up there. Harris is losing it, but no one knows what to do.
Not my problem. I warned them 3 times. Once on the deck, once in Harris's office, once on the bridge. 3 times. Every single time they told me, stick to your job, go back where you belong, below deck crew don't get a say. Now their ship's hit, their captain's run, their bridge is empty, and you come down here to tell me nobody knows what to do.
They didn't listen to you. But there are over 2,000 people on this ship who never even got to hear you. Those passengers don't know anything. They didn't do anything wrong. They got on this ship tonight just to go on vacation.
Go to the bridge. Tell Harris, right side thruster down to 60%, manual switch to backup steering. Word for word, don't miss a single one.
What are you doing up here? What's it like down there?
Right side thruster down to 60%. Manual switch to backup steering.
What? Who said that?
The mechanic in the engine room.
A mechanic is telling me how to run my engine system?
Right side thruster to 60. Backup steering engaged. It's working? Who the hell gave that order? Who is this guy?
It worked! They did it! The list is correcting. Harris wants to know who you are.
Right side thruster up to 72. Rudder angle 12 degrees port. Hold 30 seconds, then center.
Harris, right side thruster to 72. Rudder 12 degrees port. Hold 30, then center.
Copy.
You don't look at instruments. You don't look at radar. You don't look at anything. How do you know what orders to give?
The sound of water on the hull tells you speed. Engine vibration tells you load. The tilt under your feet tells you the water line. Machines don't lie. People do.
Port executed. List corrected to unsafe. What does your mechanic say next?
Left side backup pump to manual. Drain valves full open. Wait for my order.
Copy.
Captain, you're back. Who's been running the thrusters? The mechanic below deck, relaying through the intern.
A mechanic? Through an intern? Running my ship? Activate the EPCC console. Manual control back to the bridge. I'm taking over.
Captain, the ship's stable now. The mechanic's orders have been...
I am the acting captain. 2,000 lives. You want to leave them with some wrench turner from below deck? This is my ship, my call. Activate the EPCC.
What idiot is messing with the controls up there?
Another hit?
Is the EPCC still running?
Yeah. Ethan's on it. He pulled manual control back to the bridge.
Go to the bridge. Tell Harris, shut down the EPCC, give manual control back to the engine room.
Harris won't listen. Ethan just took command back. Harris doesn't have the guts to go against him.
Tell Harris one thing. 10 more seconds of that man on the EPCT and the next one won't be a crack. The ship splits in two. 3,000 tons of seawater pour in. This corridor, that bridge, the floor he's standing on, all of it goes to the bottom. Him included.
Shut down the EPCC. Give manual control back to the engine room.
Excuse me? An intern comes onto my bridge and gives me orders?
His exact words. 10 more seconds on the EPCC. The ship splits in two. 3,000 tons of seawater. This bridge, the floor you're standing on, all of it goes to the bottom. You included, Harris.
Harris, are you listening to an intern or your captain? You shut down that EPC, I'll have you fired by morning.
Enough. You know what you're doing? Engine room, manual control is yours. Repeat, manual control is yours.
He's down there. Manual control, and he just steadied a sinking ship. Who the hell is this guy?
Right side thruster up to 72.
Harris, right side thruster up to 72.
72, copy.
Rotor angle 12 degrees port. Hold 30 seconds, then center.
Rudder 12 degrees port, hold 30, then center.
He's 6 decks below. No instruments. No radar, no sonar, no screens. But every number he gives, accurate to the digit. Left side backup pump to manual. Drain valves full open.
How are you doing this? No instruments, no radar, nothing. You touch, you listen, you feel the deck under your feet, and you give orders accurate to a single digit. That's not normal. That's not something a mechanic can do.
Ever seen someone play piano with their eyes closed? Fingers know where the keys are, don't need eyes. Engines are the same. You spend enough time with them, every sound, every vibration, every degree of temperature change, it's all stored in your fingers, your ears, the soles of your feet. Machines don't lie. Learn to understand what they're saying, and they'll tell you everything. Chief, who do you think that guy down there really is?
That kind of feel, that ability to run a whole ship without instruments? That ain't merchant marine, ain't fishing fleet, ain't Coast Guard either. That's a sub guy.
She won't hold much longer. Thrusters still work, but the hull's got 2 breaches. Keep sailing, water pressure's gonna widen those cracks.
Harris says the nearest port is 90 nautical miles out. At this speed, 4 hours minimum.
She won't last 4 hours. 2 is pushing it.
Then what do we do?
Head southeast.
Change heading to southeast.
Southeast is Coral Hidge. That whole area is reef. We'll run aground. Is your mechanic out of his mind?
I know. You know.
You know it's reef?
and you want to head straight for it? At this draft, a head-on hit tears the hull wide open. Everyone dies. Listen to me, I don't know who you are, but you don't have the authority to steer this ship into a reef. You trying to kill everyone on board?
Luke, are you sure?
That reef exposes a shelf big enough to ground on during king tide. It's underwater most of the time. Only shows when the tide pulls way out.
King tide?
Today's a king tide.
Harris, change heading, southeast. He says today's a king tide. Coral Ridge will expose a shelf.
Harris, you can't listen to him. He's going to get us all killed.
When king tide pulls out, Coral Ridge does expose a shelf. I fished those waters when I was young. He's right.
Changing heading, southeast.
Well? Harris, how far to Coral Ridge?
2 nautical miles, but at this speed and depth, a head-on approach tears the hull apart.
Harris says a head-on approach would...
Who said anything about head-on?
Harris, what's he doing? The ship is moving sideways?
Differential thrust. He's using differential thrust to slide a 60,000-ton vessel sideways.
No rudder, no tugs.
Pure thruster speed differential maneuvering 60,000 tons laterally.
Jesus Christ, he's drifting her.
Everyone, on behalf of the entire Aurelia crew, thank you for your concern. We've been through a terrible night, but I have to tell you the truth. This disaster was caused by a mechanic from below deck who took unauthorized cruise control propulsion system and made a series of catastrophic errors. If it weren't for our crew fighting to save the ship, the consequences would have been unimaginable.
The situation was extremely critical, but at the last moment, I activated the EPCC console and remotely took over the engines. That's what stabilized the ship. As acting captain, passenger safety is my first priority.
Captain Cross, some survivors say they heard announcements mentioning a mechanic from below deck. Some are saying this mechanic coordinated the entire rescue. How do you respond?
A mechanic? Commanding a 60,000-ton vessel? You think that's possible? That's like saying an auto mechanic went and flew a Boeing 747.
Posted on all 3 platforms. All the tags are up. Hashtag Aurelia Survivor, Chloe Strong. Manage the comments. Bury anything that mentions the mechanic. On it. Are you the mechanic who took control of the propulsion? Mrs. Ashford says you acted with authorization. Any comment?
Do you admit your actions caused the secondary hull damage?
He just saved 2,300 lives. You want the truth? Go ask the passengers. Ask them who saved them when the ship was going down. Go ask!
Captain Torres, the direction of this investigation should be crystal clear. The mechanic from below deck, Luke Mercer, had no command authority whatsoever. Unauthorized operation of a vessel's propulsion system is a criminal offense under federal maritime law. Mr. Cross, I'll make my assessment after hearing statements from all parties. Thank you.
Captain, I'm the cruise director of the Aurelia, representing the Ashford family. I personally witnessed this mechanic taking unauthorized control of the entire system. If Ethan hadn't intervened with the EPCC in time... That's a lie. Every single word, from start to finish. The intern's here to testify too? Below deck crew sure stick together. No wonder your mechanic's so confident he's got a cheerleader. And the cheerleader's still wearing last night's dirty uniform. Captain, if it weren't for Luke Mercer, 2,300 passengers and crew on the ship would be dead right now. He single-handedly operated the propulsion system from the engine room. With 0 instrument assistance, navigated the ship out of the reef zone, and grounded her on a coral flat. And this acting captain standing in front of you, he was running towards the VIP lifeboats in a life vest when the disaster hit.
A mechanic saved the whole ship? You even believe that yourself?
How could someone from below deck possibly pull that off? Captain, this intern clearly has a personal relationship with the mechanic. Her testimony lacks objectivity.
Until the investigation concludes, all involved parties are to remain in the jurisdiction.
You can't do this.
And will be detained pending further review.
Any last words, mechanic? Better say them now. You might not get another chance.
No last words. But I got a recording.
He was right! We should never have taken that route! Please! Someone get that mechanic to help us! I don't want to die! Please!
I don't know what to do. I don't know. Somebody tell me what to do.
The he who was right? That's me. The mechanic she's begging for? Also me. You just didn't recognize me because I wasn't in my uniform. 30 seconds ago, you said, how could someone from below deck possibly pull that off? Your own voice just answered that for you.
Get the VIP lifeboat ready. Room for 2. Don't tell anyone, especially not the bridge crew. Move!
The acting captain prepared a private escape during a disaster, abandoning 2,300 passengers?
Chloe, listen. When the press shows up, just say the mechanic took unauthorized control of the engines and caused the whole thing. You're the cruise director. Your word carries 100 times more weight than some below-deck worker. They won't fact-check. Who's gonna believe a wrench turner? Right. That's the play. Below-deck people, who's gonna believe them?
Miss Ashfield and her assistant are clearly recorded planning to
Recordings can be fake! This is edited or AI generated! This can't be used as evidence!
Mr. Cross, this recording is from the Aurelia's internal communication system and onboard surveillance audio channels. Auto-arced, tamper-proof. We will run voice crimp analysis. If you insist on claiming fabulation, that will constitute an additional charge of obstructing a federal maritime investigation.
When did you record that?
The moment I found the bearing I switched on comms monitoring. The internal system auto-archives all audio.
You knew it would come to this from the start?
Habit. In my previous line of work, all comms were recorded. Every word, every decision, because in the end, people lie. Recordings don't.
What did you used to do? Uncle, I need you to step in. The Ashford family is Meridian's majority shareholder. If this blows up, Meridian stock craters. This isn't just my problem, it's the family's problem. I don't care how you do it. Call the Maritime Bureau, call the DATM. Torres's investigation needs to get fuzzy. At least make sure the recording isn't the sole basis for their findings. You can do this, Uncle. You've done it before.
Mr. Cross, given the current situation, the recording evidence is highly damaging. But we can challenge the procedural aspects, whether the extraction was legally authorized, whether there are privacy violation issues.
I don't care how you do it. I cannot be convicted. I graduated top of my class at the Maritime Academy. I have 12 years on the water. My career cannot be destroyed by some wrench turner from below deck.
I'll do my best, but I need you to understand one thing. If the Ashford family's pressure succeeds and the investigation findings get muddied, your charges get muddied too. But if they fail, then you'll need a better story.
They're gonna bury this. They're actually gonna bury this.
Captain Torres, my legal team has formally challenged the admissibility of the recording evidence. Additionally, the Ashford family, as majority shareholders of Meridian Cruise Lines, has raised concerns about the direction of this investigation. But even setting the recording aside, there's one fact that cannot be ignored. He doesn't have a captain's license.
A person with 0 master's certification operated the propulsion system of a 60,000-ton vessel without authorization.
Regardless of the outcome, that is a criminal act. Under Title 46 of Federal Maritime Law, operating the propulsion and navigation systems of a commercial vessel without a valid master's license constitutes a felony.
Captain, the law is the law. No matter how many people he saved, no license means no license. Detain him. By the book.
Mr. Cross makes a valid point. Until I see a valid master's certification, my hands are tied. Mr. Mercer?
You can't!
Commander Mercer, sir.
Unlimited master's license. That's the highest captain certification in the country.
That's not possible.
The man stepping off that helicopter is Sterling Whitfield, CEO of Sovereign Maritime Group. The head of the world's largest maritime conglomerate is here in person.
Captain Torres, this is the complete black box audio backup from the MS Aurelia, from the route change order to the final grounding. Every second is on here. I'm submitting this formally in my capacity as CEO of Sovereign Maritime Group and member of the Industry Oversight Board. Your master's license is permanently revoked. Get off my pier. Ethan Cross. As acting captain, you altered an approved route under pressure from the Ashford family.
When disaster struck, you put on a life vest and ran for a private lifeboat, abandoning your ship and 2,300 passengers. You then activated the EPCC system, and your mishandling caused a secondary hull breach. Afterward, you lied to the press, claimed credit, and attempted to frame the one person who actually saved this ship. You are terminated effective immediate. License permanently revoked, industry blacklist. Chloe Ashford, you used your family's shareholder position to force the acting captain to alter the route, directly causing this disaster. Afterward, you framed the rescuer on camera and leveraged family connections to pressure the investigation. Your position as cruise director is suspended effective immediately, pending a formal hearing by the Industry Disciplinary Board. Harper Wells, you assisted in planning the frame-up and spread disinformation on social media. Also suspended, also pending hearing.
From now on, I'm your family. Mr. Whitfield, the way this young woman addressed you, is she—
Mia Whitfield, my daughter, heir to Sovereign Maritime Group. She insisted on starting from the bottom, wouldn't use my name, so she spent 3 months as an intern in the Aurelia's engine room.
The errand girl intern? Is the Whitfield air miss?
Commander Mercer, you could have let them all drown. You didn't. That's worth more than any resume.
You know, there's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You're a retired nuclear sub-commander, Navy Cross recipient, unlimited master's license. You could be CEO of any shipping company, instructor at the Naval Academy, consultant in DC. But you chose to work as a mechanic in the bottom of a cruise ship. Why?
Got tired.
Tired of what?
Tired of making calls. On a sub, every decision is 100 lives. Depth, heading, torpedo evasion, every number has to be right. Get one wrong, the whole crew goes down with you. Did that for 12 years. Every single day. At the end, I just wanted to work with machines. Machines break, you fix them. They run, you move on. No decisions, no one's life, and you're half in your hands.
But yesterday you made the call again. You saved over 2,000 people. Those Scylla ran down people.
Because someone ran down and told me those people just wanted to go on vacation.
At least you still got the car. I mean, yeah, you got fired, but with your resume, any other company would—
Obviously. 12 years on the water, top of my class at the Maritime Academy. Meridian doesn't want me? Plenty of companies lined up. Some ex-mechanic, what does he even count for? That's a Bentley Continental GT? Matte black custom?
That's at least 300 grand. Custom might be more. A mechanic.
Later.
Whitfield money. Marry the heiress, you get the car. Basically a gold digger. Yeah, definitely a mechanic couldn't possibly afford. And it's not just the car. You parked next to him on purpose, didn't you? You say you don't care about them, but you hold a grudge harder than anyone.
Not a grudge. Just happened to be on the way.
There were 80 empty Spades. You picked the one right next to his Porsche that's on the way.
Coincidence.
Uncle. I understand. The family's decided to distance themselves. No, I have no objections. The family cut me loose. Meridian stock tanked 40%, 3 routes frozen under regulatory review. My uncle said, the Ashford name is now a toxic asset in the maritime world. My accounts got dopsted. That post I wrote for you, screen-shepped on every platform. Someone translated the recording of me coaching your cover story and made a side-by-side. I can't even order food delivery under my real name anymore.
I applied to 17 companies, 17 rejections. One of them hand-wrote a note, your license has been permanently revoked, stop applying. 12 years on the water. My Maritime Academy diploma, all gone. I still got one contact in Sovereign's HR. He got me 3 invitations to the Commodore Selection Private Assessment. Fleet Commander Selection for Sovereign Maritime Group.
Sterling? Sovereign? That's the biggest maritime group in the world. If we could get in.
Salary, 10 times. Industry status, 10 times. Sterling Whitfield's personal endorsement. Get into Sovereign, and everything before this gets erased. This is our last shot.
I'm in. Whatever the assessment is, beats sitting at home reading hate comments. Fine. I'm in.
Commander Mercer, this is Fleet Operations at Sovereign Time Group. We're conducting a Commodore Selection private assessment aboard the flagship MS Sovereign. We'd like to formally invite you to preside as Chief Assessor.
I'm busy.
Commander Mercer, you hold an unlimited master's license, and you're a retired nuclear sub-commander, one of the highest authorities in the industry. We really need your expertise. Just 2 hours. Compensation, Sovereign is offering $500,000.
Don't need the money.
Commander, this invitation was personally approved by Mr. Sterling Whitfield. The candidate list and files have been sent to your inbox. We've already wired the compensation to your account. We look forward to seeing you.
Now it gets interesting.
Sovereign and Maritime Group's flagship, the biggest cruise ship on the planet. Get in here, and everything before this gets erased.
If we get into Sovereign, the salary alone is at least 20 times what we had. That mechanic won't mean a thing. Let's go. Don't keep the assessor waiting. Welcome, all 3 of you. I'm Ms. Vance, Fleet Director at Sovereign Maritime Group. Welcome to the Commodore Selection Private Assessment.
Thank you. Ethan Cross. May I ask, who's the Chief Assessor today? I heard it's an extremely experienced senior captain.
All preliminary rounds have been waived for the 3 of you. You'll proceed directly to the private assessment. The Chief Assessor is waiting for you in the assessment room. What are you doing here?
Assessment.
Assessment? Assessment for what? Deckhand? Boiler man? Sorry, didn't see you there.
Watch your step, Mr. Mechanic. This is Sovereign's flagship. The floor costs more than your lifetime salary.
Commander Mercer, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect them to... I'll disqualify them immediately.
No need. Have them come directly to the assessment room. Skip all pre-mills. Straight to the private assessment.
Yes, Commander.
This is the private assessment room. The Chief Assessor is waiting for you inside.
Thank you.
Who do you think the assessor is? To preside over Sovereign's Commodore Selection, you'd have to be top 10 in the global maritime world at least. Whoever it is, we walk in there and show them what Ash presence looks like.
Good morning, Chief Assessor.
There's been a mistake. He can't be the assessor. There has to be a mistake. He's a mechanic from below deck. He should be down there turning wrenches, not sitting in that chair.
Harper Wells. Refusal to comply with assessment protocol, eliminated.
Candidate Harper Wells, eliminated. Please come with me.
Chloe! Chloe! Do something!
She was out of line, but that doesn't mean how did you end up in that chair?
Are you doing this assessment or not? Get your resumes up here, or the next elimination won't need an announcement.
Before we start, there's one thing that hasn't been settled.
What?
You knocked over my coffee earlier. Got some on my shoes. Wipe them clean.
You want me to wipe your shoes?
It's not about wanting. You made the mess, you clean it up. Seems fair.
Who do you think you are? You're nothing but a mechanic from below deck. Even if you're wearing that white uniform today, sitting in that chair, deep down, you're still the guy turning wrenches in the grease and pipes.
Wiping or not?
In your dreams! You want a Maritime Academy top graduate to wipe your shoes? Even if I got fired, I'm still a captain with 12 years of experience. 12 years of experience! I would never!
Okay. Candidate Ethan Cross. Attitude failure, eliminated.
Why the hell are you listening to him? He's just a mechanic!
You really are that retired nuclear sub-commander. Highest captain certification in the country? Navy Cross. Personally invited by Sterling Whitfield to preside. And I Told you to go back below deck and turn wrenchels.
I was wrong. All of it. I was arrogant. I was blind. I should never have said those things. Below deck crew don't belong. All of that was wrong. I see that now. Just let me into Sovereign. I'll agree to anything. I'll apologize publicly, admit everything to the press, whatever you want. Just give me one chance. One is all I need.
You know what kind of person I despise the most? The kind that splits people into two categories. People in your world and people who don't deserve to exist. In your world, below deck crew don't belong on your level, mechanics don't get to speak, interns don't deserve names.
When you look at someone, you don't see who they are, you see what they're wearing and which deck they're standing on. 3 days ago, you had security drag me out and said, "The bridge is above your pay grade." Today, you're standing here begging me for a chance. 3 days ago, you thought I was a wrench turner. Today, you know I'm the one in this chair. You didn't change your mind about me. You changed your mind about this chair. Let me tell you something. Not everyone plays by your rules. Some people, turning wrenchels in the engine room, carry more weight than you've ever carried on any day you spent throwing parties on the top deck. You just said you'd agree to anything. You just said you'd agree to anything.
Yes. Anything, name it, I'll do it.
Then here's my condition. I don't need you to do anything, because you don't have the chance to do anything anymore. Candidate Chloe Ashford, conduct unbecoming, eliminated.
I really was wrong. Not because you're in that chair. I was really wrong.
Mia, I'm done here.
Do you remember what day it is?
Date? Of course I remember. Where do you want to go?
It's a surprise.
Okay. I'll come get you.
I went to the assessment room to find you. You were already gone. Mrs. Vass said you walked out alone. Didn't say a word to anyone. What happened today? You're not happy about it.
Not unhappy. Just nothing to be happy about.
Why did you leave the Navy? You never told me.
There was a mission on the sub, deep patrol. XO said take the long way around. I overruled him. Straight through. We made it through, mission complete, but there was a leftover sea mine. Shockwave shattered a pipe in compartment 3. Fragment hit my XO. He died right in front of me. I made the right call. Everyone else made it home. But a good man died because of my call. So I didn't want that chair anymore. Went below deck to turn wrenches. Machines break, you fix them. They run.
But you sat in that chair again. On the Aurelia. You made the call. This time, 2,300 people walked off that ship alive. Your XO, if he'd seen what you did on the Aurelia, what would he say?
He'd say, when it's your chair, don't let someone else sit in it.
Nervous?
No.
First time commanding a ship this size, way bigger than any sub.
Not the first time making a call.
Commander Mercer, MS Sovereign's maiden voyage is yours.
Commander Mercer, copy. MS Sovereign, preparing to depart.